Yo, what's up, everybody? It's y'all boy, Sluu Hustle, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We going to tap in with Texas. Got another video about that boy, Guero 10K. Let's see what they talking about, man.
Christian Cavazo, most famously known as Guero 10K, now wakes up every day inside a concrete cell. This is not a holding facility. This is not county jail. This is prison. Guero 10K is serving life in prison after pleading guilty to 5 separate killings committed in just 4 months.
Shit.
Prosecutors say the crimes were intentional, organized, and fueled by a violent gang war
Shorty was active.
suburbs into a battlefield. Court documents list him as the leader of the 10K gang, a figure investigators describe as calm, calculating, and disturbingly unfazed by death. At just 22 years old, Guero 10K avoided the death penalty, but under Texas law, he won't even be eligible for parole until decades from now.
Shit.
No tours, no music videos, no crew. Just bars, silence, and the weight of 5 lives.
What exactly did he
but the
do?
most unsettling part,
Because if you don't know, I already did a video on Shorty. I'm going to make sure it's tagged above. You got to make sure you stay to the end and catch it. I don't know exactly what he did, but I know they were saying that he was involved in some wicked ass shootings, I believe, or something like that. But I know he was like cool with getting life, like. But the video we watched, he got jumped in prison, like, so it ain't all so sweet for bruh. But let's see what he did though.
Wasn't supposed to be his ending. To understand how he got here, we have to rewind. Before the prison jumpsuit, there was a kid named Christian Cavazo.
Okay.
He was born and raised in Northwest Houston, around Cypress and Jersey Village.
Hey.
Quiet suburban neighborhoods.
Hey, shout out my nigga TJ, man. My man TJ Goa, man. He from Cypress, man.
Removed from gang warfare. Christian grew up with both parents. He attended good schools. Early photos show a middle-class upbringing, the kind of background most people associate with opportunity, not violence. Growing up Mexican with lighter skin, he earned the nickname Guero, a name that stuck long before it became feared.
What does it mean?
But despite the stability, signs of aggression appeared early. Videos began circulating online showing Christian fighting other students. The violence didn't seem reactive, it seemed natural. Something was building, and it wasn't music yet. In January 2019, Guero 10K released one of his first music videos.
Okay.
The response was immediate. By mid-2019, he was dropping music consistently, gaining traction in Houston's underground scene.
Okay.
The 10K gang, both a street crew and a music brand, was starting to gain notoriety. But while Guero and 10K were rising in Northwest Houston, another crew was gaining momentum just north of the city, Cash Out. And at the center of that movement, Cash Out Ace. 2 crews, 2 rising rappers, 1 city. The tension didn't start on records. It started quietly, and then someone made the first move. September 6th, 2019.
Okay.
Police responded to a 911 call reporting shots fired in Northwest Houston.
Damn, at 4 in the morning?
A stolen SUV riddled with bullet holes crashed on the side of the road.
Oh,
Inside
shit.
the vehicle, Cash Out Spaz, unalive. Investigators later learned the truth. Cash Out members had driven into 10K territory looking to catch a rival slipping, but they were spotted. A dark-colored vehicle followed them. Shots were exchanged. The SUV crashed. 2 Cash Out members ran. Spaz was left behind.
Damn.
Then the car came back. Prosecutors say a shooter exited the vehicle and finished it. The war had officially begun. 3 days after Spaz's death, Cash Out Ace dropped a new song. Most listeners heard music. Guero 10K heard a message. In the lyrics, Ace referenced Lily, Guero's girlfriend. This was the first time the feud crossed into music.
Oh,
and
shit.
Once it did, there was no turning back.
Oh,
what
shit.
had been street tension
Beefing
became
about the
public
bitch.
humiliation, and Guero 10K was furious. By late September of 2019, the feud between 10K and Cash Out was no longer spontaneous. It was planned. Phone records, witness testimony, and later confessions would show that Guero 10K and his inner circle were actively searching for a way to strike back.
Damn.
Not just to retaliate, but to send a message.
Damn.
The focus shifted to Cash Out Ace's family. Investigators say 10K members managed to obtain Cash Out Ace's brother's phone number, believing it could lead them to his location. And this is where the situation crossed a line that couldn't be uncrossed. According to court documents, Guero 10K's mother had previously worked at a cell phone store. She still had connections inside the company.
What?
She reached out to a former coworker, now a manager, and asked for help pulling an address tied to the phone number.
What?
Using managerial credentials.
Nah, bro. Come on, bro. Niggas got they moms. Niggas got they moms. Yo, I can't even, like, this shit is crazy. I can't even process it. He got his mom to have her friend look up the phone number through T-Mobile is actually crazy as shit. That is crazy as shit.
This was accessed and shared. That address was sent directly to Guero 10K. What no one confirmed was who actually lived there. September 25th, 2019. Just after 1 a.m.,
this shit is crazy.
Multiple 10K members drove into the neighborhood tied to the address. They circled the area. Then they saw it. A purple Dodge Challenger pulling into a driveway.
Damn.
To them, this was confirmation. They believed they had found their target. The Challenger was followed. Seconds later, gunfire erupted. The car was ambushed at close range as the shooter sped away into the night. Only later would the truth come out. The people inside the vehicle were not affiliated with Cash Out. They were an elderly married couple returning home after spending hours at the hospital with a dying family. They were unalived instantly.
Nah, see what he did though? Now he got his mom involved, her friend at the phone store is involved in this shit. They killed 2 innocent elderly people, bro. There's somebody's grandmother, somebody mother, father. Golly, bro, this shit is crazy.
When police arrived,
yo,
the
what
scene
the
was
fuck?
Devastating. Neighbors described hearing rapid gunfire followed by silence.
Yeah, niggas hopped out with them switches.
For investigators, this moment marked a turning point. This wasn't gang members shooting at each other anymore. This was innocent blood. And yet, according to later testimony, the shooters didn't slow down. They believed they had scored a victory.
How?
By December of 2019,
how did they get a victory?
Houston law enforcement.
How'd you get a victory? You killed old people.
Multiple shootings, multiple victims, and a feud that was escalating instead of cooling down. Then came December 19th, 2019. Cash Out Ace organized a private music video shoot in North Houston. The location was never publicly posted. It was sent directly to close friends through private messages.
Who backdoored
Security
him?
was loose. The atmosphere was relaxed. Everyone believed the worst was behind them. But someone from 10K spotted the shoot. A call was made, and within minutes, Guero 10K and other 10K members were in a vehicle heading toward the location. Armed with rifles and handguns. They drove past once, then they turned around. As the vehicle approached the gathering, windows rolled down. Multiple shooters leaned out. Gunfire exploded across the scene. People dropped to the ground. Others ran for cover behind cars and
niggas hopped out with Drakey. Didn't even hop out. Niggas kept going.
Sped off, the damage was immediate and irreversible. 2 people at the scene were unalived. 7 others were struck by bullets.
Fuck.
Among them, Cash Out Ace. He was shot in the arm and then in the head. Emergency crews took him to the hospital in critical condition. Surgeons were forced to remove a large portion of his skull to save his life. He would survive, but his life was permanently changed. By the time the sun rose the next morning, investigators knew something had shifted. This wasn't just a street war.
He said they had to remove a large portion of... Hold on, bruh. What?
Surgeons were forced to remove a large portion of his skull to save his life. He would survive, but his life was permanently changed.
All over some fucking rap beef,
the
nigga.
Next morning, investigators knew something had shifted. This wasn't just a street war. This was now a mass shooting, and it triggered a full-scale federal response. At this point, prosecutors say Guero 10K had been involved in 5 separate unalivings in less than 4 months.
Oh shit.
According to cooperating witnesses, he felt untouchable. The rival crew was shattered. Their star rapper barely survived. In Guero's mind, the war was over. But what he didn't know was that federal investigators had already been watching him for months, and the evidence was stacking fast. The next chapter would not be retaliation. It would be betrayal. What Guero didn't realize was that federal investigators had been building a case for months.
Damn.
Surveillance,
One of his
cell phone
homies
records,
flipped.
witness statements. Then, one member cracked. Calvin, the driver during the music video shooting, sat down with investigators. He gave names, details, confessions. In exchange for cooperation, Calvin received a reduced sentence.
Damn.
Others took plea deals. Only one man was left. Facing overwhelming evidence and the possibility of execution, Guero 10K made a choice. He pled guilty. The death penalty was taken off the table, and in exchange, he was sentenced to life in prison. Today, Guero 10K remains behind bars, a cautionary tale of ego, escalation, and irreversible choices.
Nah, for real.
5 people lost their lives, multiple families were destroyed, and a suburban kid who once chased music will now spend most of his life staring at concrete walls.
That shit is fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The last video we did, I'm gonna link it to this joint. We did not hear all this. I think this shit is crazy. It's some rap beef that this shit got this nigga the rest of his fucking life, bro. A nigga name dropped his bitch one time. That nigga went out the way, had his mama friend that worked for T-Mobile get him an address, and he ended up unaliving 2 senior citizens, gang. This nigga's hell. But you know, there's no real ends to this shit, man. There's probably another nigga running around Texas with the same mentality right now in Houston, trying to be on the same shit. I told y'all the last video we saw a dude in, he was actually cool with being in prison. Like, he was trying to flaunt it like it was some cool shit. He said, I got life, my man got 60, other bro got 50. I'm cool. My real partners, we ain't never coming home. Niggas was like, what? That shit's not cool. You and all your men are going for the rest of your lives. That shit is not cool, bruh. If you involved in some shit like this, man, just think about this shit. I hope this video touch you and just let you know whatever the fuck you going through. Let that punk ass nigga know he got it. And you see him do what you do to him, but don't go back and forth. Don't give them people no trail. I ain't inciting no violence, but you do what you do. But don't give them people the evidence and put you away for the rest of your life, man. It ain't worth it.